It's your boy Jamar back with another video, back with another banger, and today I'm reviewing Zatima, Season 4, Episode 14, entitled Operation Zack Attack. And this was a really, really good episode, way better than last week. And I'm like, okay, Zatima, we back, baby, we back, because this is a really good episode. I got a few laughs in. It was good. So the episode starts off where it ended last week with a brick being thrown through Zach and Fatima's window. So then, boom, instantly, Deja comes and be's nosy and is like, oh my goodness, what's going on? This and that and the third. And she was basically like, look, I just seen her drive away. I got her license plate and this and that and the third. And she's basically trying to say, ooh, Zach, you looking good naked. You know, this typical Deja making jokes or whatever. So they're basically trying to tell Deja to go and mind her business. So then, boom, once that happens, Fatima picks up the brick and she's trying to read the note, but she's scared to read the note. So Zach reads it, and the note basically says, "You ruined my life, so now I'm going to take everything from you, and basically I'm going to come for you and your baby." So Zach is pissed off. Zach is pissed. Fatima's obviously worried. So Zach comes upstairs, brings down the bags, basically saying he's better go hunt down Leslie because this is enough is enough. You threatened my wife. You threatened my baby. Enough is enough. So, but of course, Fatima doesn't want Zach to do anything because she doesn't want him to go to jail. So she basically tells them to call the police. She calls the police, but she convinces him not to do anything at the moment. So, boom. Well, let's get to Angela and Sean real quick because this was kind of like I didn't really care about this part of the episode. So boom, Angela and Sean are having a conversation, and she basically tells Sean she apologizes for how she treated him at the office, and basically that she's scared of love and she feels like she has a love phobia. So Sean basically tells her he has the same thing and this and that. He had the same thing years ago, and basically that he wants to be with Angela, and she's basically saying she's scared to fall in love, and he's basically saying he'll be patient with her or whatever. So after he leaves, Angela ends up taking one of her pins that making her lose weight, and she takes it and walks away. So then boom, the police show up, and basically they say since they don't have a license plate, they don't have no surveillance footage of her, and it doesn't say who the letter is from, they can't really do much. The most they can do is like board around the neighborhood and make a police report. And of course Zach's upset about that. So then that's when Zach's like, okay, boom, the police not doing nothing, I'm about to take matters into my own hands. So you're about to not stay here, and I'm about to set a whole trap here. So first Fatima's like, okay, I'll stay with my parents. But then he's like, nah, I don't want to really involve them. So then she was like, I'll stay at a hotel. But he's like, I'm not going to the hotel with you. I'm staying here while you gotta leave. And she was like, fine, I'll just stay with Angela. So then boom, she's trying to call Angela. Angela's not answering the phone. And she's like, well, that's weird and this and that and the third. So then boom, Nathan gets bailed out of jail by Tyrone, and basically Tyrone asks him, so what happened to that money that you had? He basically brought out to Tyrone that he's been giving the boy that tried to rob him that he killed. He's been giving his mom money because he's felt bad about taking her son's life. So then Tyrone basically is telling him, listen, if you want to confess, you can go ahead and do that, but just be prepared for the consequences and don't involve me in none of that. So then Nathan agrees, and they basically leave, and this and that and the third. So then Fatima's packing up to stay with Angela, and that's when Nathan arrives, and basically Nathan basically is trying to help Zach or whatever, and Zach tells him Tony's about to come too, whatever. So then boom, while Nathan and Zach are outside, they just outside being nosy, saying, oh, what are y'all doing? I can help y'all, whatever. So then boom, Zach and Nathan are in the house, and then Tony comes, and Tony's trying to get Nathan for what happened. But they basically said that this ain't the time, but I'll get you later. And basically they're trying to come up with a master plan. Bryce shows up as well with surveillance footage. But Nathan basically comes up with a plan saying Malachi, the only reason Leslie's been acting like this because Malachi left her because he had feelings for Fatima. So why, and Malachi's with the FBI, so why not hit up Malachi to try to locate Leslie and this and that and the third. So then boom, Nathan accidentally shoots a gun, and it's a funny scene because I guess he shoots through Deja's dildo, and it's a hole in her dildo, a key. So yeah, basically they come with that plan. That's the plan for that. So then the end of the episode comes with Fatima showing up to Angela's house. Angela's not opening the door, so Fatima comes in the house, opens Angela's door, and Angela's passed out on the floor. So that's how this episode ended. Like I said, y'all, it's going down. I'm kind of nervous for Fatima and this baby. I hope nothing happens because Leslie is cray cray. We gonna see though, because it's a mess. It's going down though. But this is a 10 out of 10. I ain't gonna lie. I love this episode, and I'll see you guys next week for episode 15 of Zatima.